Welcome to this video demonstration on how to set up a civil 3D project in BIM 360 Design Calibration. I will start by creating a new project, creating a new members and assigning roles to the project and project folders. I will upload new files and create new files and take a look at a review workflow using BIM 360 Design. First, I will start by signing into BIM 360. My account has been given access by my contract manager entitled to use BIM 360 Design. I'll start by creating a new project. So project directory I will add. I will say what 3 civil is my sample project. You will have to give it a project type. As long as it has an asterisk, the field is required. There is commercial types as well as infrastructure types that you may choose from. Any other property is not really required, but if you do put in an address, it will give you a customized home page with the weather and map of your project location, which is kind of nice. You can also put a little image, a thumbnail image for your project. I created a project already, so I will hit cancel in here, and here is my project, Civil 123 project. It will jump into the listing. Thinking ahead, I would like to assign folder structure, and I will be able to give access to certain members uh, to certain folders. So you have the ability to select companies or roles to have specific access levels for folders. So I will go ahead into roles, and in here you will see that this is under account. There is various different roles, and each role has a different level of uh, access to folders. So I will simply say add a new role here for my surveyor to be able to have access to a folder. So once I do that, my surveyor should show up in the list. I will simply need to give my surveyor access to a couple of things. First, I need to have him access to design calibration and the document management. Anything else is not required. He does not need to have project admin level, but it's a simple toggle that you can toggle over here. There is uh, various different roles that you can have. Roles can be view only to view the documents. They can be create only to create new documents. You can have view and create, as well as full control for view, create, and delete documents as well, and or folders. With that being set up already, we'll go to projects and I will select my new project. Once I select my new project, I will need to populate the members that will work on my project. I will also activate two services, the document management and design calibration. And I will make sure that the design calibration is on and document management is on for each member so that they can share Civil 3D data. So you can simply add the members right here. I will now jump into the actual project, and under document management, you will simply need to create a folder structure similar to how you like to set up your project structure on a network drive. So I will go ahead and I created a couple, and I will go ahead and create a new one for my surveyor. So survey folder. So that's as simple as hitting the three ellipses button here, but as well as I'm going to have to make sure that people have permission to that particular folder. So that way he has access to view, download, and upload. You may have a need to have full control, maybe delete as well, but I will do view, download, upload, and edit. There is various different levels. Add that. Now the surveyor team, anyone with this particular role has the ability to access this particular folder only and be able to view, download, and upload documents. Now, if we already have some drawings or any other document that we'd like to upload to this newly created project, we will go to the specific folder we'd like to put it in. I have a folder here for my design drawings. I would like to upload a file. You can simply drag and drop in there, or you can say upload files, browse to the folder location, and simply upload the file that way. You can upload many at the same time, or one by one, but it's just simple drag and drop. Once the file has been uploaded, let's take a look at opening a drawing from BIM 360. So the BIM 360 desktop connector will handle creating a new drive for you on your local C drive. It has to be inside or within your Windows user login for security purposes to give you and only you access to the drawings you have permission to work with, and it will create your hub. You may be member of more than one hub. I am a member of one hub, and there is all the projects that you have access to, and you will see that all the documents that are on the cloud are kind of synchronized to your local C drive. Now, it is not really recommended to double click on it right here and open it. It is up Civil 3D under the new Start tab that was introduced in Civil 3D 2020.2. You have access to the BIM 360 items, and it will mimic the structure that you have. So I have one hub right here. It contains 4 projects that I'm a member of, and I will select my project. I'll just dig through the folder structure under my CAD design drawings. I will go ahead and open this grading plan that I have. So you simply from there, and here it is. First thing you will notice that it has a little cloud icon. So that tells you right away that it is hosted in BIM 360, and we'll go ahead and create a new data shortcut for our new design here. So I'm going to set my working folder as that CAD file folder. So that's going to be my folder, and I'm going to create a new data shortcut project folder under my particular project, and inside the CAD folder I'm going to just simply say underscore data here and hit OK. And then at this point, you have created a new data shortcut uh, folder, project folder, and I'll go ahead and create a couple of data shortcuts. So I'm going to choose surfaces, I'll choose my alignments, might as well choose my pipe network as well, hit OK. And that should go ahead and create data shortcuts for those 3 items. Now they were going to be created on the C drive, but they are going to also be synchronized to the BIM 360 cloud using the desktop connector. So as you can see, the desktop connector pending actions window will go ahead and start working on synchronizing the files that are created for the data shortcuts back to the cloud. And from a browser perspective, it will have the drawing is locked by me. So it will have a lock command here so anyone else can open it, but as read only. As well as when the desktop connector finished synchronizing, we now have our new project data shortcut folder here that contains our underscore shortcut folder with various items that we've created for data shortcuts. So that way it is now ready to be utilized or consumed in other drawings for sheet production. So I opened up my sheet template here, and I want to start compiling a new sheet. So first thing I need to do is save my sheet to BIM 360. So even though it's empty so far, I will need to save it first. So I'm going to go up ahead and save it. Save as, and I'll select my project, put it under my CAD sheets folder, and we'll say this is going to be sheet C001, and we'll save that. And it's saving up to BIM 360. At this point, it says it's a cloud drawing, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my working folder to the cloud folder instead of a local network folder. I think I set my working folder to CAD, and that updates. Now I can simply create a shortcut like I'm used to, create a reference. Let's put in my alignment as well, create reference, and simple workflow like we're used to, nothing new here. The only difference being is that the data shortcuts are located in a BIM 360 project. That's all. So with that being done, let's also extract a drawing. We can also extract a drawing right from BIM 360. So I'm going to go ahead and extract my striping plan. And it'll take a minute to cache to the computer and show up. So here is my striping plan, and I can simply save this drawing, and it will save to the location in BIM 360. And as you can see, it auto associates it to the project folder uh, with the brackets. One thing to know on the Calibrate tab, there is a check reference status button, and that will check the status of your XREFs. If somebody have modified an XREF, you will need to come and check the reference status, and then once you do, it will download any new versions from BIM 360 to your local C drive and let you know, be notified with a bubble here that the XREF has been updated by a member of your team. So back into BIM 360 on the browser, all our files have been uploaded. The new drawing I've created is now available to everyone. And I would like to show you one of the very nice features in BIM 360 is the ability to compare versions. Every time you save, there is a new version have been uploaded, and it keeps track of all the versions that you have created along the way every time you save, and you can actually make any one of those current as the current one again. So it's an automatic backup that is being created all the time. Let's take a quick peek at this compare versions feature. So this enables us to compare more than one drawing and lets us visually see what has happened between one version to the other. So maybe this is a drawing that you have received from the surveyor from the beginning of the project to the end of the project, and you'd like to compare what happened in the middle, or you're looking at reviewing the drawings and you would like to get a quick peek at what has been updated in the drawings. So comparing drawings side by side in a browser is very powerful. As you can see, you can just simply have two drawings and go back and forth between the drawing number one and drawing number two and take a look at what have happened in between. Now, eventually, we'd like to submit these drawings to be reviewed. So I have a PDF plan here of one drawing, and I'd like to submit this one or maybe a whole set together to be reviewed for Q&A. So we can simply select it and we can create review workflows. So I can say I can create a workflow for review who will get notified to be the reviewer, and they'll get an email, and I can also copy the files automatically once they get approved. It's a really powerful way of tracking the submittal process. So as you can see right now, I've created a review and it's got sent to me as a reviewer, and I can put some notes in there, and once I hit send, I will get an email that I have a review to take a look at. And once you do that, you'll see that I have a review in the review portion here. I have one open review that I can take a look at, and that can contain as many drawings as I want, and PDFs as well as AutoCAD drawings, Civil 3D drawings, anything that I wish. and I have a PDF right here. You simply can uh, uh, put comments. You can mark it up as you feel like necessary. You know, you can have little text boxes and put some notes in here. Then we need some notes. Put labels, and we can measure things if we like to. So similar to any kind of I don't want to calibrate right now, but similar to any kind of PDF markups that we can do in the viewer here. Once I'm done with that, I can save my markup, close. I can either put some comments, like maybe uh, add labels, no need for re-review, and we can say, hey, I approve that, or approve with comments, or approve, or I rejected it. If I rejected it, then I have to do it again, and so on. So very nice way of tracking your review process. One final note is that you can upload many different file formats to BIM 360. They can be AutoCAD drawings, PDFs, Word documents, Excel documents. You can have images and Navisworks files. You can have so many different files. One of which is we use often is Excel files. And I wanted to show you if we have a Word or any Microsoft Office document in BIM 360, there is no need to download it. We can actually modify the file, look at the file right into the BIM 360 viewer. If you have Office 365, you can edit the workbook online and by connecting both of them. If you don't have Office 365, that is okay. You still can look at the documents online without the need to download them. And with that being said, this is a short video on how to start using BIM 360's design to work with your Civil 3D